dug it all up last year and tried to garden. It didn't go very well. There's a lot of really hard soil underneath. So this year I attempted to just throw like some raised beds in, but you can see the weeds just coming up, and I put some plastic down to kill some of the weeds. We got some tomatoes growing here, tomatoes growing over there. So I decided, you can see all the grass. So I decided, in the other house I used this pine shavings to keep weeds at bay. So I did it in a raised bed, but my experiment this year is to try it this way, because last year I used hay, I used wood chips. You can see the wood chips here. Wood chips. But this year I'm gonna do this pine shavings, and basically I've weeded this whole area of the bed, so I'm going to go ahead, I laid this down, I'm going to go ahead and weed. You can see the little bits of weeds around, then there's really serious weeds growing here, and grass, just horrible. But so I'm going to continue on doing the rest of this. I'm sorry, I'm probably making you dizzy. I'm going to continue on doing the rest of this, and then after that I'll be laying, I clean condos, so there's always people leaving coffee in condos, and I always take it, but I never use it because it's always caffeinated and I can't have caffeinated coffee. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all that coffee and I'm just going to sprinkle it on top of all of this, because if you do the back to Eden method, the purpose is that the wood chips will compost because of the green matter that's in there, and when you use pine shavings there's no green matter, but coffee grounds have nitrogen in them, so they're really good for helping break things down. So I'm going to lay some coffee grounds, and then I'm also going to put some blood meal in here just to help it start to decompose. The plants that I put in here will each be individually fertilized, so except these ones that are already growing, my beans over there, squash over there. But when I plant in this, I'll just dig a hole, I'll put some black cow manure in there and some fertilizer, mix it all together, and then that's what I'll plant in. But this will help keep the weeds from coming up. So let's see. And I'll do update videos throughout the summer to show you all how it's working. The pine shavings I got at my local feed store, they were, I think, $4.65 a bag. About 20 bags, so I actually got a discount, but I think this is probably more than enough to go ahead and cover that area of the garden. I'm hoping I can cover this area too. This is a lot of wood chips in here, but you can see in this area it's all just, it's overgrown. There's weeds, I got some volunteer tomatoes in here, some volunteer squash, some watermelon, more watermelon, lots of watermelon coming up. But so I'm going to kind of fertilize around those, and I'm just going to leave them grow where they are. I like when plants volunteer to come up. But so hopefully I'll be able to do this area today as well, but if not, I'll have to do it later when I can go back to the feed store to get more pine shavings. So I'm going to go ahead and do this, and then I'll come back and I'll show you the laying of the coffee grounds and the blood meal. So I have most of the pine shavings laid down. There's an area over there that didn't quite cover, so I'll have to go and get some more shavings for that area. But I wanted to show you how I put the coffee grounds down. So this is just some coffee that, like I said, I found in a condo. And I'm just going to go around and sprinkle this all over. I also got some blood meal, but I'm not going to sprinkle that today. I'm going to actually use it for something that I'm planting, but this might be kind of hard to do with the camera, but I'll just show you how I do this. So all I'm going to do is just sprinkle it. I'm not going to put a whole lot. And I'm not going to mix it in or anything. I'm just going to let the rain take it down. Smells delicious. Wish I could drink it. I got some cucumbers planted there. So now when it rains, the coffee will seep down into the pine shavings, and it's just a little bit of green matter to help it decompose. I also have some blood meal that I'll be putting down, basically the same way that I just did the coffee. But in my next video, I'm going to show you how I make these tomato cages. So I hope to see you all again. You have a great day. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks, guys.